Alrighty, boys, as you can see behind me today, we're going to be doing a tier list ranking the Madden 26 abilities. Which ones are the best? Those are obviously going to go in S tier. Which ones we don't need? Those will go at the very bottom. C, B, and A tier. So if you guys see me looking off the screen, it's because I'm verifying the abilities because I don't necessarily have the names right in front of me. Also have my game right in front of me to verify as well. But starting off, ones we do not need. We'll just go through some of these because they're right here at the beginning. Tight out, I believe is what this one is. You don't need it. Adrenaline rush, you don't need it. Comeback, I think is what this one is. Clutch, this came on the brand new Caleb Williams. If you guys ended up getting him, that was pretty cool. But chuck out, you don't need. Closer, you don't really need either. This is just going to be a superstar baked on X Factor for your passive X Factor abilities. Those, I mean, cool. This is where we start to get into some of them that are actually decent or maybe even usable. Acrobat. Now, Acrobat, I think, is it a good ability? Yes. The problem is it's just not really like AP wise being spent on defense is just not really a high priority. I'd put it down at C tier. Again, I just don't really think that it's like, once we start getting the ability to have, I don't know, literally like 7 abilities on players, and we can just have baked on Acrobat to a player, I think it'll be really useful. I just don't really think it's something worth going out there and putting on your team. Now, 2 of these right here, we have an anchored extender and an agile extender. I believe this first one is agile extender, the second one is anchored extender. Basically, it's supposed to help you break off of like the first sack attempt from a DB. Hearing that initially, it made me go, oh, it might not be too bad. I know a lot of people like to run these little loop blitzes, and it could really help. Problem with that is that sometimes if somebody's running like a dime 3-2 loop blitz, they may already now at this stage of the game have a linebacker in there, or even if they have a safety in there, they don't necessarily count as a DB. So me personally, I'm going to go ahead, put these low. I'm going to go ahead and put these at C tier. Now, we have an offensive line ability right here all day. Me personally, if you can have this, it's going to be an S tier. I'm going to put it down to A. If you have this stacked and can stack it with like a secure protector or a pass protector, it's S tier all day. If you have one of those abilities, those two should go hand in hand. But just because as an ability alone, I'm going to put it in A tier. Honestly, if it's just by itself, really could maybe even drop it down to B tier. But I'll leave it up in A tier just because of the impact that it has on your players if you already have one of those other abilities on them. Armbar right here, I believe is what this one is. It's gonna go C tier. You're not really gonna, I mean, why? I don't know. The skill moves this year are just not really great in general. I mean, a lot of people really are just heavy on the speed boost glitch, and I mean, rightfully so. I mean, why wouldn't people be heavy on the speed boost glitch? 100% they should be. So me personally, I'm going to go ahead and put armbar down there at B tier. Now, backfield mismatch, again, this, I'm going to honestly, or not backfield mismatch, what is that? Running back apprentice or something like that, halfback apprentice. I'm putting it in don't need. You really don't need it. You get all the running back abilities you can need out of the backfield this year. Backfield mismatch for better route running against linebackers, I believe, is really all you get out of that. I don't believe you get anything else extra off of that. Let me go ahead. I'm checking on the game as we speak, but I believe really it's just you get better. You get better routes and catching from the backfield versus linebackers. Is that okay? Decent. I would put it up here probably like higher C tier. It's honestly more so like you just don't need it. It's not really worth spending AP on because it really is going to cost you 1 AP, and I wouldn't waste a 0 AP slot on it. Now, right here, we've got Short Elite. This ability, I'm putting A tier. Short Elite, you get it baked on with a few different cards. Not baked on, sorry. I actually baked on, yes. I think you can get it on Jackson Smith and Jigba. Really good. It's going to give you short in and out elite for just baked into one ability. I think that's very useful, especially with the man meta right now, that man press meta. It's going to help you get off of that a little bit. Really, you're going to start needing that passive X Factor, yak 'em up on your cards to start getting up out of that. But me personally, I still think Short Elite is a very good ability. Next, we've got Balance Beam. Really, I'm putting it in don't need. when is like the last time you guys have like stumbled like in the game? Like I feel like at this point, like if you stumble, it's more like user error. It's not really, oh, I stumbled, it's the game's fault. No, it feels more like user error at this point. Set feet lead, I'm putting it S tier. I'm putting it S tier. Is it the best quarterback ability? No, but it's still S tier. If you can't get another ability we're going to talk about here soon, pass lead elite, but you can get set feet lead, still very, very good. 100%. Bench press, man, you guys remember when bench press first came out? Like when the bench press meta first came out and it was like God. Those were the times. But honestly, me personally, I'm not too interested in spending the AP on a bench press. Now, what I'd say probably acrobat's probably a little bit more worth it, and so would like backfield mismatch probably. But still, not really running that. BOGO, I'm gonna put it in B. The reason why is because this ability used to be very, very, very good at the beginning of the season, the beginning of the year. I don't know if you guys remember the meta where people would just have double or nothing, bull rush, or no, matador. No, not matador. What was it? Matador. Yeah, I think it was matador, right? El Toro. Sorry, El Toro, double or nothing, and then BOGO to get that pass rush move. Now, that's the thing. It gives you, it grants you a free pass rush move, but really, honestly, now it's more about stamina than pass rush move or pass rush points. So I would honestly tend to stay away from that. Next, we've got Bruiser. This is going to give you armbar and the trucking ability all baked into one. I think it's bulldozer is what it's called. It's actually right here. So we'll put bulldozer down here with armbar, I guess, or bulldozer and armbar down here. Bruiser, I guess, can stay a little bit up above it, just because, I mean, it's both of those abilities combined into one, but still don't really think that they are needed. Now, kicking abilities, I really don't know how I'm supposed to tell the difference between these, because literally all I see is a foot kicking a ball. I understand, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here in S tier. Now, the ability I'm going to say this is the 45 plus yards kicks. These right here, S tier. If you don't have that on a kicker, I don't know what you're doing. Quite honestly, it's really free on most of them, and if it's not free, it costs you like 1 or 2 ability points. But it's on a special teams player. Just get the ability. Get the ability. Why not? Actually, this is the clutch kicker. My apologies. Clutch kicker, the immunity to ice to kicker. Still, it's S tier. I mean, if you can get rid of having an ice kick, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you get rid of having an ice kick? Next, we've got conductor. S tier ability. S tier ability. It's gonna basically just give you the fastest hot routes in the game. So you could run this on a card that is not like a Caleb Williams, and you're just gonna have god hot routes, and it's going to be very good. Now, honestly, I'm more inclined to put it down here in like the highest of A. The only reason being is because there's another ability that's going to be coming up that has this baked into it that I think is still very, very, very good. Obviously, I'm sure most of you guys could tell what it is going to be when we get there. But next up, we're going to have, this is going to be Demoralizer, I believe. Now, I'm going to make sure that way I don't get somebody at me in the comments about, hey, dude, you had the wrong ability, man. No, this one is going to be Crusher. This is going to increase, this is going to put heavy fatigue on ball carriers when you hit stick them. I'll put it high C. I just don't really think it's like worth putting out there on the field, to be quite honest with you. I just don't really see it. I don't really see the need for it, if that makes sense. Next, though, we're gonna have Dashing Deadeye. Now, I think that Dashing Deadeye is a good ability. Is it worth like the 1 to 2 AP you're gonna have to spend? No, the only reason I'm saying that is because there are abilities such as this inside Deadeye right here, this sideline Deadeye, that are better. It's gonna hit the same areas of the field. And now with cards like this Iceman Caleb Williams that are going to have run and gun banked on him, you don't really need Dashing Deadeye because it's only up to like 40 or 20 yards on some cards. Now right here you've got mid and elite. I think this was a very good ability, but now with us seeing the introduction of like mid elite just in general, mid, that's going to be mid and in and mid out, I just don't really see the need for it. I'm gonna put it like in B tier. I mean, honestly, it's really more like high C I just don't, man. It's just with the addition to these other abilities, I just don't really see the need for it. Deep in zone KO and deep out zone KO. I'm gonna put both of these in low B tier, just because again, when we see abilities like this right here, which is deep zone KO, they just have to be put up here on such a higher pedestal. It's both of those baked on. But I think with the zone meta that is coming into the game, especially with like Drenny's dime normal packages that he's put out there, that also Mr. Football 88 has run, I just think having coverage like deep zone KO out there is just such a good ability, such a good ability. This is going to be mid out elite. I'm also going to put that in this same C tier, and then we'll go ahead and just put our mid elite out here in B tier, just because I think that that's probably a step above, obviously, with it being those two baked on. Now we have medium route KO. Me personally, I don't love it. I don't really love the medium route KOs, just because with the abilities all being 50-50 anyways, I understand that they're all 50-50, but I just feel like the zone ones play better than the man-to-man knockouts. But I mean, maybe that's just my own personal opinion. Defensive rally, I think this is a very underrated ability. I'm going to put it in A tier. Reason being is because it's going to repair fatigue on all your defensive linemen on 3rd and 4th down. So in most pass rushing scenarios, you're going to get all of your fatigue and all of your stamina replenished, which is huge, man. It's absolutely huge. You only need to have it on one player, by the way. So that's another reason why I'm going to put it up here in A tier. Deflator, I think, you know, when we start seeing this more like on as a 0 AP level, I think this is going to be very huge. I'm going to put it in low B tier, but this ability, sneakily underrated. I played a guy when obviously the MCS stuff was all still around this year, who ran Deflator. Man, when you would like, even on catch knockouts, you would like lose fatigue, your players would be tired, it would just really suck. Demoralizer, I think this could be huge with some of our players starting to get starting on X Factors, or just X Factors that can be activated very easily in general. But for now, I'm still going to put it low C tier. Best ability in the game by far, though, at least to me personally, is going to be double or nothing. I mean, if you don't have double or nothings on your field, you just have no pass rush. That's all it comes down to. If you have no double or nothings, you have no pass rush. Edge protector, I'm also going to put high A tier. I'll put it right next to all day. Quite honestly, the only reason why it's not in S is because of an ability like a secure protector. Edge threat elite, I'm going to go ahead and put this B tier. I feel like in some defenses, edge threat is probably very good. Still, though, double or nothing just dominates it as far as what the best ability is in the game. El Toro, I will put like low B. I'm honestly more convinced to just put it high C. It's just not the meta anymore. It's really just not, because it just really isn't, man. Like, again, El Toro, you're gonna get dominant bull rush wins from max stamina. Do you really want to use your max stamina on bull rush like the El Toro, or double or nothing? I just don't really feel like the stack is what it was earlier in the year. Energizer, this right here could be very huge depending on what position you put it on. If it's like a running back or a wide receiver, I don't really love it. If it's a quarterback, I'm putting it like high B. Quarterback, running back, I'm gonna put it like C. So we'll go ahead and just put it right in the middle, right here in B tier. Now we have Enforcer. I just don't think you need it. Just don't need it. It's just not really doing much. Enforcer Supreme, really, like for right now in the game, same thing. It's not really worth the AP. I would say really the same thing about Evasive, because the skill rush, the skill moves are just so bad. I'm moving Bruiser, the Bulldozer, and Armbar also down. I just don't think you need them, man. I just really don't. Extra credit, I'm also putting in don't need. This one right here, I believe, is extra pop, or is this form tackler? It's one of the two, form tackler or extra pop. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is extra pop right here. Perfect hit sticks force more fumbles. I feel like at that point, if people were really fumbling like that, they're just going to put it on conservative. So you may get one fumble a game. And quite honestly, a lot of people are already running on conservative because of that. I think if you've got like an avalanche with an extra pop, maybe you could see this at a C or B tier. Me, I'm just still going to put it as don't need. I just don't really think it's going to give you that much of an advantageous position out there. Fast break, I think goal line scenarios, I'm gonna put it in C tier, but that's really just about it. Unless you're like one of those weirdos that's running like gun heavy and you're just like spamming QB blast, then maybe it's worth it to you. Fearless, right now, I'm gonna put it like high C tier. I think once we start again getting those 0 AP abilities, just more and more frequently, we'll be able to, you know, put that higher up on the list. Film study, I'm putting it in don't need because I don't believe we have anybody with film study right now. I could be mistaken, but I don't believe we have anybody with it. Flat zone KO, me personally, the way that I run my defense, I'm gonna go ahead and put this like high B tier, just because I think having a combination of like this in a mid zone or this in a deep zone could be absolutely very, very, very huge. This is going to be your precision kicker, right? I believe that's what this ability is. I understand I'm saying right as if I'm asking you guys the question, even though I should be the one that knows this, right? So let me go ahead and take a look. Yeah, focused kicker. Sorry, this is going to be focused kicker. This is going to be up to 45 yards. I think this is going to be like a low B. But honestly, like this could be like a C or even a don't need. I mean, this is like, do you really need to have like up to 45 yards slowed? If you do, cool, whatever. Not going to judge you. Fool me once, don't need it. Form tackler, again, don't need. Goal line back, I think this is like very low C. You do not really need it at all. I wouldn't even recommend running like in the goal line. Goal line rush or goal line stopper, again, just don't really think you need. Grab and go, I think grab and go, pretty good ability this year, just based off of like the speed boost glitch and the glitches you can get out of it. Gunslinger, S tier. I mean, it's just one of the best quarterback abilities in the game. Honestly, I would say like out of this right here, I'd say like probably double or nothing than Slinger. It's gonna give basically all quarterbacks just the fastest release possible that they can have. Gutsy Scrambler, you don't need it. High Point Deadeye, don't need it. Homer, don't need it. Honorary lineman, I mean, I guess you could put this like low C. Again, if you're one of those oddballs that are just like run, maybe it's a little higher up for you. Me personally, just don't even think you need it. Hot Route Master's on here, but obviously you guys know that you don't need this. Joystick, S tier. Human joystick, S tier. Do you need it? No. But if you're very, very skilled with the speed boost glitch, no, you do not need it. You do not need it. But do I think that it is absolutely beneficial for you to have it? Yes, 100%, 100%. Identifier, cool ability, I guess. Do you need it? No, not really. But for some people, it could be very beneficial to them. I'll put it high C tier. Indoor baller, I would say that this is honestly going to be like a B tier ability, just because if you have it, you're going to get a lot of people are running like the MCS stadium, which is a dome stadium, which is going to benefit you with having indoor baller. So I would honestly put it B or even like high C tier. This is actually inside Deadeye, but I thought I saw another one that was inside Deadeye. Yeah, these are both the same ability. So I'll go ahead and put this inside Deadeye. I'll put it in like a B tier. I'll put it like a higher B tier, like a mid to high B tier. I think that this is a pretty good passing ability. I don't really think it's the best in the game, so to speak, but it's still very, very, very good on the field anyways. Next, we've got one step, or no, this is not one step ahead. I believe this is actually going to be inside shade. I always get confused with the inside shade and the outside shade. I understand that the inside foot is shaded, but sometimes they freaking switch it up on me and then I get all confused and I just lose my mind. This is going to be inside shade. Inside shade, I'm going to go ahead and put up here A tier. Really could be like higher up on this A tier ranking. Very, very, very good ability if you're out there running like a dime or any kind of like man coverage. Probably the best man coverage ability in the game. Next, we've got inside stuff, B tier. I don't really think it's like crazy needed, but very good. Instant rebate, I'm putting right up here at A tier. It's basically the same situation I have for all day with Secure Protector. It's this with double or nothing. If you're running double or nothings, have your instant rebates. It's going to grant you all of your pass rush points back, or all of your stamina back. Absolutely huge. Interior threat, I mean, C tier. I don't really think it has as much of a pop this year as it has in years past. Jukebox, don't need. Leapfrog, don't need. Lifeguard, don't need. This is going to be, what is this? Lofting Deadeye, low C tier. You don't really need. Long range Deadeye, low C tier. You don't really need. Lumberjack, don't need it all. Lurk Artist, that's going to be S tier, of course. If you can get Lurk Artist, get that. Master Attack, me personally, I'm putting this up here in S tier as well. This is why I'm only saying that Conductor is A tier, because I mean, you don't really need Conductor if you can get Master Attack. Same thing with QB Playmaker, but I would put QB Playmaker over Conductor in my personal opinion. I think that Playmaker is just way too good to not have it out there. Lurker, you don't need, because all the cards that really have Lurker, you're going to be able to get Lurk Artist for. Matador, you don't need. Matchup Nightmare, C tier. C tier, really. I mean, I guess I could put it like middle to high C tier, but not really that worth it. I think this is Short Route KO. I'm going to put it low C tier. I don't really think it's that good of an ability. Now, this is where I believe we get into short and mid, or short in and short out elite. I'm going to put both of those in B tier since I have short elite in A tier. Then we have got mid zone KO, S tier. S tier. We gotta love mid zone KO, right? I mean, mid zone KO is just God, right? This is, oh, sorry. So this was deep elite. This is mid elite. We'll put it right next to deep elite. Actually, we'll put it right below it. And then we got Mr. Big Stop. Don't need. Nasty Streak. It's gonna be like mid to high A tier. I would honestly put all day above it in my personal opinion, but I know some people prefer all day, or prefer Nasty Streak to all day if they had their choice. Natural Talent, I'm putting down here. Omniscient, I believe is what this is, to where you can see who the defender has highlighted. I'm gonna put that up here with B tier. It's basically just a souped up version of Identifier. No Outsiders. Low C tier, man. You just don't really need it. Later in the year, I mean, when you get it for free, cool, why not have it on there? On the Ball, you don't need. Outside Shade, low C tier, not very good. This ability right here, it's a Route Apprentice. You don't need it. You basically get all the routes for free. This is going to be Outside Shade. Oh, Outside Shade right here. This is one step ahead. One step ahead, I'm going to put up here with Inside Shade. On the lower end, probably another one of the better man coverage abilities right there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put in Pass Lead Elite. Very good ability. Next, we've got Pass Protector, S tier ability. S tier. If it's not S tier, it's the highest of A tier. So I'll put it highest of A tier. Actually, no, because I feel like if we do that, then we really have to put Instant Rebate up at S tier as well. I really feel like they're basically on the same level. But Pass Protector, I think, no, we're going to put it A tier because it's not the best offensive line ability. Next, we've got Pick Artist. If you can get it, it's A tier. Is it needed? Not necessarily. It's not like as desperately needed. Persistent, if you're running like a Kenneth Walker or something, it could be useful. We'll put it like middle of the pack, C tier. I don't think that it's like, if you don't have it, you're dead. I don't think that's the case. Pocket Deadeye, C tier. You're not really, at this point in the year, missing as many throws from the pocket with your quarterback anyways. Post Up, I think Post Up is a good ability. We'll put it low B tier. This is going to be your precision kicker. This is going to be anything over 45 yards, right? So this, I'm going to go ahead and put up here in S tier. Because I mean, hey, if you can slow down the meter from 45 yards and out, you're absolutely doing something right. I'm moving the clutch kicker ability down here to A tier though. Protected, good ability, yes. Great ability, no. Polar Elite, I just don't really think you need. I mean, unless you're running Wham all day, you don't really need it. QB Playmaker is a standalone ability. Oh, I already have it up here on the list, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this up to the top, or move this back over here. Quick Draw, you don't need it. You don't need it, boys. Another Route Apprentice, you don't need. Reach Elite, you don't need. Reach For It, you don't need. Recuperation, you don't need. Red Zone Deadeye, my opinion, do not need. Red Zone Threat, I think, could be a really good ability, depending on who you have this ability on. We're going to go ahead and put it up here right next to Matchup Nightmare. Return Man, sorry. I think Rashid Shaheed has this baked on. Some other cards do as well. Decent. It's basically like supposed to be its own built-in human joystick, but those cards really already have it, so we'll put it C tier. Ripper, you don't need. Roaming Deadeye, I think This is one of the ones where it's like if you could still glitch it out, could be a very good ability. So we'll put it higher on the C tier list. I just don't really think it's like crazy necessary. I think this is supposed to be like wide receiver apprentice. Again, don't need route tech though. I think route tech could be like high B tier, maybe even upper A, especially when we start seeing more and more of this man meta. I think route tech is going to be huge in the game. Run stopper, don't need. Run off elite, don't need. Run protector, I just don't think you need. Safety valve, don't need. Screen protector, you don't need. Second wind, I think that could definitely be a good ability if you are like spamming your skill moves, which a lot of people really aren't. Secure protector, I mean, the best offensive line ability in the game. It's secure protector, hands down, absolutely, no doubt about it. Secure tackler, especially with all of these like glowing X Factor cards and now people getting passive freight train, I think it's absolutely deserving of A tier. I think tackle supreme is going to be higher up on that list, but personally I think that's still a very good ability. Set feet lead we already have on the list. Short in and short out, we'll go ahead and put both of these right here in B tier, just because again I think short elite with both of them is going to be an A tier ability. Next we've got short route KO. Again, I just don't really think it's worth it. You don't really get a good bang for your buck for the short route KOs. This is another duplicate down here. Sideline Deadeye. This is going to be one of those quarterback abilities I think is actually more worth it than having like that inside Deadeye or pocket Deadeye. We'll put it right above inside Deadeye, but I think it's the best of all the Deadeye abilities for your quarterback that you can have. Next, we've got Sleight of Hand. Don't need it. Another route apprentice that you do not need. Slot-O-Matic, though, I'm going to go ahead and put that in A tier as well. Very good route running ability. I feel like a lot of people are running those condensed formations like a bunch where you could literally have 3 receivers that are technically in a slot position. So I think it's absolutely worth it there. Edge threat, I'm going to put it like low B, high C. Just don't really see it as crazy worth it. I don't even remember. Speedster, I believe is what that ability is. Don't need. Spin cycle, don't need. Spinner, don't need. Steamroller, I think it's a pretty good ability. Especially if you are getting downhill, it's going to make it hard for you to get tackled, especially from behind. Stonewall, man, you guys remember like the middle of the year when people were saying Stonewall was like the greatest ability ever? We'll put it C tier. It's just not, like, it's not needed. It's really not. But people thought for a good little bit that it was. Strip Specialist, we'll put it in don't need. Swimmer, don't need. Tank, I'm going to put it in B tier. I'll put it right above Steamroller. Very good ability. It just costs some AP right now for certain players. If you can get it baked on, cool. If you can't, it's not really worth the spend. But as far as an ability standalone, I think it's very good to be breaking those hit sticks. Another route ability you don't need. Tear Proof, you do not need. Threat Detector, you do not need. Me personally, I already had this one on the list as well. Tip Drill. For defensive linemen, I'm going to go high C tier. High C tier for that. This is going to be another one where it's tackling ability you do not need. Tough Nut, don't need. Under Pressure, we'll put Under Pressure like high C tier. We'll put it right next to Under Pressure, or next to Edge Threat. Just don't really see it as needed. Unfakeable, low C tier. Honestly, no, you don't need. People aren't using skill moves like that. Unpredictable, man. What a fall from grace for Unpredictable, man. What a fall from grace. Disability you don't need. Route Apprentice you don't need. And then this is going to be another one of those Focus Kicker abilities, which we've already done. So rounding off the list, though, as far as S and A tier, those will be the ones that I'll cover. S tier, we've got Double or Nothing, Gunslinger, oh my gosh, Set Feet Lead, Deep Zone KO, Human Joystick, Lurk Artist, Master Tactician, Mid Zone KO, Pass Lead Elite. That's going to be not Precision Kicker, Zen Kicker, and then Secure Protector. That's going to round out the S tier. And then A tier, we're going to have our Pass Protector. We're going to have our Instant Rebate, QB Playmaker, Conductor, Inside Shade all day. This is going to be the Focus Kicker. This one is going to be Edge Protector, Nasty Streak, Short Elite, Defensive Rally, One Step Ahead, Then we're gonna have pick artist, or secure tackler, and slot o-matic. Let me know if you guys disagree with my list down below in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, make sure to leave a comment, like the video. This took a long time to put together. This is like a half-hour video that you guys are watching right now, but I appreciate everybody that did tune in. It's been Dynamic. Hope you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new. And I'm out, y'all.